Obviously, it's been a long process. Been out since January 19th, but it's finally starting to show, some good progress coming along. Hopefully just a few more weeks, and then, I can get after it.
Lonzo, I'm just curious, your reaction to Magic leaving the team and the manner in which he did it so abruptly and not really telling anyone on the team or in management and just going public with it.
Yeah, I think it shocked me like it did the rest of the world, but, it's what's best for him. I wish him the best. He drafted me, and this is better for his life, and that's what he wants to do. I'm going to support 100%.
The way in which he did it?
It's up to him. It's his life. He felt it was right to do it when he came to the arena. So, like I said, I'm behind him 100%.
Lonzo, when Magic did bring you in, he made it clear that he saw a little bit of himself in you as a player, and obviously pointed to the wall and said he expected to see, a number up there one day. What did it mean to you to have a former player of that caliber and just a legend of that stature kind of in your ear, and how did he help you the most?
It's a blessing. In my opinion, he's the best, point guard to ever play the game. And that's what I want to be. So just having him, watching over me, the last 2 years has been great. The film sessions with him, has been amazing. And anytime I needed help, I can just go to him. Whether it was on the court or off the court, he was always there for me.
Lonzo, this is the first offseason you've gone into where your legs have been right. What does that allow you to work on over the offseason, and what are you looking forward to working on your game?
Well, we're going to start off with free throws, until my ankle gets 100%. But just everything, shooting the ball, catch and shoot, a lot of pick and roll work. Anything I could do, like you said, it's my first summer, I get to have, so looking forward to it.
Lonzo, obviously, while you've been injured, seems to be a lot of change around you and with your career. What has that been like going out and trying to it seems like you're sort of trying to assert yourself a little more in your business life?
Just trying to stay positive, and just take more control of my life. It's my life. It's up to me what I want to do with it, and I'm realizing that.
So since your injury, right over here to your left, since your injury, obviously the team struggled specifically on defense. Does it give you some confidence to know really your impact on the court, or maybe are you more aware now just your impact on both sides of the ball than maybe you were before that injury?
I think those 2 weeks before I got hurt, I kind of figured it out. Felt I was playing, the basketball I was capable of playing. And then unfortunately I got hurt, and couldn't come back. And I wanted to be there for my teammates, but at the end of the day, if I can't go, I couldn't go.
Lonzo, there was some comments made by Kevin Durant earlier in the season about the tough, toxic nature of playing alongside LeBron James. Now that you've gone through a full season of it, what'd you take of the experience?
It was a dream come true for me. Hopefully I could have played more games with him. But just watching him my whole life, it's everything I thought it would be. He's a great, not only a great basketball player, but just a person. Looked at him like a big brother. And, obviously his high IQ's off the chart, so he's not hard to play with at all.
Lonzo, you were quoted in an ESPN story as saying that Alan Foster was kind of like a family member almost to you. I'm wondering two things. One, when you first heard, I guess in October you first heard that he might have been doing something with your money that wasn't right, why didn't you guys look into it right then? And two, what has it been like to sort of have to come to terms with what you believe he did?
We just put so much trust in him, so when that came out in October, like I said, he's like my second dad. So when it came, I just talked to him, and I didn't think, there's anything wrong with it when he gave me his story. So, looking back at it, obviously wish we would have jumped on it in October, but I'm glad we still caught it. And what was your second question?
What has it been like to deal with that, what you're seeing as that betrayal of trust?
Nothing's perfect. It's life. It's full of ups and downs. Obviously, it hurt me just because of, a lot of stuff I've been through with him, a lot of decisions, he's made on my behalf and stuff. So, it hurt. It hurt a lot. Known him since I was like 12. So, it kind of hit me. But, I'm over it now. Just trying to stay positive and move on to, bigger and better.
Do you have a remaining business relationship with your dad?
We're still talking about it right now. I'm not really too focused on that. I'm more focused on just getting healthy, getting right for the summer. So, we'll get around to it.
Obviously, people have been granted a pretty intimate view of your family over the last couple of years. How has all that has happened affected that unit?
My family's always going to be close. Unfortunately, we had a bad seed, and like I said, I'm glad we found it, sooner rather than later. He did a lot of stuff for us, good and bad, obviously. But just got to move on, move on in the right direction. My family's always going to be together.
You mentioned trying sort of taking more control of your life and asserting more influence there. How do you think doing those things off the court might influence what you end up doing on it and your growth on the court as a player?
I think it just shapes you as a whole. I think me having a daughter, had a lot to do, with the things I've been doing lately. Just not only thinking about myself, but how I can help her, for her future as well.
Lonzo, right here. Whether it was the injuries last year or this most recent one, what have they done to you mentally, and what has allowed you to get through it?
Just got to stay strong, stay positive. I don't think it's just me. There's a lot of great people, here to help me. Ron's a big help. Dude, I work with a training staff. He's with me every day. Obviously, LeBron and those guys. So there's a lot of people, supporting me, and it sucks. I thought, this year we could do some things, but just not only my injury, but other injuries, set us back a lot. So, hopefully, we don't get hurt again next year.
Lonzo, you mentioned that your relationship with your family is still close and tight, but to grow professionally at least, is there a possibility that you need some distance from them?
I wouldn't say that. I was with them my whole life. I just think, certain decisions are going to be made, and, there might be, me saying one thing, somebody else saying another thing, but at the end of the day, if I think it's best for me, just go with that. And, nothing's perfect, like I said. There's going to be arguments. There's going to be, some standstills, but, close family always comes back together.
Lonzo, to go through so much adversity at such a young age and have to deal with, these kind of difficult situations, whether it's the trade deadline, whether it's, the injuries or, family matters, what have you learned from this season and just this past year?
What have I learned? Just keep your head up. A lot of things are going to happen that you can't necessarily control all the time, but you can control what you do after, it happens. So that's what I try to do, keep my head up, keep moving forward, stay positive, and just work hard.
Lonzo, you've had these last 2 years, you've had injuries that the timeline sort of changed in the middle of them. I'm wondering, what is your level of trust with the Lakers medical staff?
I know they have my best interest. Certain things just come up later. Like, when I got the MRI, they didn't see the 2 bone bruises, and then got another one and they seen them. So, I trust them. It sucks. I can't really say too much other than that. I don't like being hurt.
Lonzo, this is a very important offseason for the organization. What do you think the challenges are playing in Los Angeles with the spotlight, LeBron James, and all that comes with that? How would you describe that to people that may want to consider joining the team?
I would say it's a lot of distractions, obviously. We're in the media every day, whether it's good or bad. But like I said, I think as long as you're close with your teammates and the locker room's good, that's all that matters. The outside noise doesn't really mean too much. So, for whoever, wants to come or is coming, I would say that, just stay close-knit no matter what through it all. Living out here and growing up here, I know how it is playing in L.A., so I wasn't surprised, when I came in. But, the fans love you, as long as you're doing your job.